What up? What up? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we always start this show by being transparent. And yesterday, I went 1-0, clean 1-0. Only bet I had was the one I shared with you guys Grizzlies +6, +5.5, whatever you had. Money line, even if you took that, Grizzlies were good money. So now I've cashed, what is it, 75 and 45 my last 120 in the NBA. So seeing things pretty clear, and we'll try to keep that going here today. But before we get to today's games, let's take a look at the chat. As far as best bets yesterday, not the greatest day, but still not bad. 21 and 18, and it's been some positive days before this, so we're all good. Couple people or some people who did give out some winners. I'll shout you guys out. Jeff also liked those Grizzlies +5.5. Siete Catorce, he got his three in a row. He went with Sacramento plus the two. So nice work there. Bobby Frazier gave Memphis +5.5 and Utah State -10.5. Joe the Gambler cashed with Magic team total over 115.5. Dan in. I feel like he's on a little bit of a heater too, but he cashed with the Warriors first half -2, and I was disappointed in myself for not getting there with the Warriors. I knew, after being embarrassed like that, they were definitely going to come out, and they did. It was a trifecta spot. Should have had that in my pocket, but it's all good. Nice work from Dan in. Jay Gill went with the Hawks first half. Nice work. David M also was on the Grizzlies. And Kyle, shout out to Kyle yesterday, giving me shit all day. He said Kings were the play, and that they were. Kings money line, he said, don't even need the points. And besides that first quarter, it was a beatdown. So nice call there from Kyle. Lit Picks gave out two winners. Jalen Green under 19.5 points, and also the Grizzlies +5.5. Good stuff, Lit Picks. Efron the Don went with Kings Lakers first half over 122, which was a winner. Super the greatest cash with Steph Curry over 26.5. And I was thinking about that one too on that last three-pointer that he took. So happy that you got there with that. And let's see, there were a couple more. I think D Rose a legend had the Bulls team total over 113.5. And then Sean Evans gave us two college winners. Tennessee -4.5 and UConn -5.5. So good stuff from you guys. Sorry for the people who commented after the show. I didn't have enough time this time to also grade the comments after the show. So my bad, you guys. Nice work from the chat. And let's take a look at the chat today. No Vino today. Still some guesses coming in, but Prolific is first. He's been first a lot lately. Boofer. Yeah, people still bringing the guesses, but yeah, no Rob this week. He'll be back with us next week. Or should be back with us next week. What up, football coach? I believe you gave us a winner yesterday. And he's already looking at some stuff, looking at Nurkic today. Prolific reminding everybody to hit the like button. Anthony says, Ski not fucking around today after everyone giving him shit today. I'm on the +900 show starts on time. +900. At least you knew what the odds were. I'm sorry I let you down. Sorry I let you down. UCapper says ski punctual profit. Yeah, that comment killed me, man. Gotta be punctual. Gotta be like, damn. Wait a minute. Nice to see you in the building, UCapper. Brandon says, was good, gang. Let's cash today, make it a profitable one. We've been cleaning up today. Cleaning up this week. We've had a good, positive day every day this week. So let's keep it going here today. Let's see. Boober says, Ski finishing up his cheese breakfast. I didn't have cheese this morning. I learned my lesson yesterday, at least for today. Didn't want to do it again this early. Maybe later when I don't have to talk on the show, but not yet. Tasha in the building says, greetings, everyone. Skier boys. So disappointed in them. They got me. Tough. I'm sorry that they did you like that. Sorry they did you like that. Eddie Cash, what's going on? See a couple more comments. Let's see. Mario liked what he saw from the Warriors. Boofer's reminding everybody to hit the like button. He says, if you like guessing shirt colors after I clearly said that Vino won't be here today. Does how about the show? If we've been winning some money, if the show has been helping you win some money, how about that? Hit the like button for me. Matt says, at least Ski is consistently 8 minutes late. Some little bit of consistency, right? Consistency is key. What'd you say? Ski with the first fade. Not sure what you mean there, Casey. Saturated says I have a Lakers blind spot. It's all good. We'll get some money with the Lakers at the end of the season. What up, San Antonio Springs? New subscriber here. Yano Love. Appreciate you tuning in to the show. Anthony says, I'm 32 and 19, hitting 63%, strictly off betting with Ski in this chat. If you ain't winning with Ski, you lying. I appreciate those words, Anthony, and glad that you are cashing out. Let's try to keep it going here. And there's a lot of good people in the chat, like I always say. So we always come and put in that work, and it's reflecting in our bankroll. So love to see it. BC3 reminding everybody to hit the like button. Is this who I think it is? And it is who I think it is. What up, G? He says that boy Ski up working. And I got to. You don't work, you don't eat, man. And I gotta come put in that work so we can get to the bag. And shout out to my nephew right there in the chat. Let's see, Kyle. I did give you a shout out, Kyle, for that Sacramento yesterday. He says, let's see Aniski's take on Minnesota, Indiana. Tough game to bet. Got me stumped. We will talk about it very shortly. Couple more comments. Oh, she said fresh fade. I did get a haircut a couple days ago. Appreciate you noticing. Let's see. You capper. I did hear about the community parlays. He said they come up with a big crazy parlay today. I'm done. All right, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I must have said something crazy. My bad. I pause if I needed a pause here. But let's get to the bag. We got 7 games, I believe, and we'll go in rotation order like we always do. First game up, I see 547, 548. Brooklyn heading into Detroit. Opened up Nets minus 2.5. Hasn't really moved. Total, though, has gone down 2 points from 217.5 to 215.5. Injury report. Lonnie Walker is game time decision. Looks like they'll be without Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, and Sharp. For Detroit, Quentin Grimes looks like he will not be available. This one, I feel like it's very interesting to see. When's the last time we saw Detroit +2? Like this is pretty, or +2.5, whatever. That short spread is like, they think they're going to be in this game and be able to win. And I don't know that I can put my money on that. Just looking at how they played post All-Star, they've been bottom 10 in all the categories that I care about: offensive rating, defensive rating, rebound percentage. We know how poor they've been all year. Don't even have 10 wins yet. And only thing I'll say is the Nets, it hasn't been a lot to like from the Nets, other than they've been playing some defense. Top 10 defensive rated team post All-Star, but that offense has been a problem. So if I'm looking at this game, I think I would agree with the total moving down. Nets games have been going under 10 of their last 14. Also 18 and 10 to the under on the road. They're playing at the third slowest pace post All-Star, fourth worst offensive rated team, and top 10 defensive rated team. So that does lead me to think that Detroit will have a little bit of trouble scoring. And also, it might not be the most easy time for Brooklyn scoring. So I'll lean under, probably as my play in this game. Don't feel very strong about it. Let's take a look at the chat and see if you guys feel a little bit stronger than I do on this first game. I say you don't work, you don't eat. AOD says you don't poop, you don't shoot. Tariq likes Detroit. Let's see. JT likes the Pistons. A lot of people liking the Pistons. Oh, no. He says, I like Pistons with big spreads. At this spread, Nets are pass. That's kind of how I feel too. I don't really want to be expecting the Pistons to win, but it's almost like begging you to take the Nets. Let's see. RH says the Brooklyn Nets are 11, 26, and 2 against the spread in their last 39 games. Money burners. They're asking them just to kind of win in this game, but still, I don't know if I trust them to do that. So I can't bet the spread. I cannot. AOD likes the Pistons. CEO Kyle likes the under. Saturated asking, isn't 215.5 too low? Where's the defense? Well, the Nets have been playing defense, and Nets have been playing slow pace. Both teams have been playing towards unders. I think that's why the number's gotten beaten down. Detroit under 9 of their last 10 games. Brooklyn under 10 of their last 14. I mean, at least we know the Nets have been playing solid defense. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you something. I didn't bet it yet, but if I am betting this game, that's where my money would be. Let's see. This is a new name for me. Big Al Niner. I think that's how you say it. Says what's up, Ski? Showing love from Sauce Network. I see you on Wednesdays, bud. Appreciate you tuning in. And we've been having some good days over there on the show with Kyle on the Sauce Network. So um, you guys should check it out too on this show. I'm on there every Wednesday, and it's a good show. And we'll see. Maybe we'll get Kyle over here too, and do some early morning capping with him. Appreciate you tuning in there, Big Al Niner. JB Brown reminding everybody to smash the like button. So let's move on over to the next game. We have, and this is the one Kyle said he was looking forward to me capping, or just need a little bit of help with. 549, 550, Minnesota and Indiana opened up Timberwolves -2. Now we've seen a flip of favorites. Pacers are now -1.5. Total open 230.5 and it's down to 227.5. For the injury report, did see the news about Karl Anthony Towns. I think it was a meniscus tear or something like that. Something that's a little bit longer term. So hate to see that for him and the Timberwolves because they definitely did have taken a step up this season. They'll be without him. They'll be without Clark, and then McLaughlin looks like he's game time decision. For the Pacers, Mathurin is out and McDermott is out. You have the Wolves on 2 days rest compared to one. And this is a Wolves team who has failed to cover their last 5 games. Now, seeing them as a dog, I mean, I get that they're without Karl Anthony Towns, and he's a big part of the Timberwolves, but I still think they're a capable team. Um, also, I think I just feel like it's a little bit of an overreaction to come and put the Pacers as favorites here. I just really think the Timberwolves are better than them. I think they'll be hungry to go out there and get a win today. And the Timberwolves will just still lean on their defense. Top 5 defensive rated team post All Star with the rest advantage. I could only look towards them, especially you want to give them a couple points now or give them plus money. I think the Timberwolves are the side in this game. I would not. I'm not laying. It's gonna like I did it once and I got burned already recently. And I always say like I don't view the Pacers as that team and why is because they don't get stops. Like, if you're not getting stops, I don't expect you to win by any margin. I get this is not a big margin, but I think Minnesota is a lot better, and I think they'll win with their defense. So Timberwolves, I think it should be around what like plus 105 or something like that. Timberwolves plus 1.5, however you want to take it. I think they're the correct side in this game. Let's see if the chat agrees. UCAP is saying he'll be on Kyle's show today. So make sure you check my guys out over there on the Sauce Network. Good luck today over there. And good luck today in general. Fox likes the Pacers money line. Majestic Mike is looking towards Minnesota. Says the best version of the Wolves is one without Cat. Interesting. Big Al Niner liking the Pacers. Get that parlay says Ant Man overs. I do think he'll have to do a big chunk of the scoring for this team. I could agree with that. I'd be interested what his numbers are when Anthony Towns is out of the lineup. What up, David? Yes, sir. We did hit that Memphis. Let's see if we can get some more today. JB Brown liking the Pacers. David Martin likes the Pacers. So it is some people liking the Pacers here. RH reminding us that 4 of the last 5 home games for the Pacers have gone under. 8 of the last 11 games for them in general have gone under. These are two good 3-point shooting teams, though, and don't love the pace that the Pacers play at. But I do think the Timberwolves will slow it down. I do think they'll slow it down today. What up, James? Casey says the Pacers. Oh hell no. And she says Nas Reed can fill in for Towns. Well, yeah, I think they'll be fine. UCapper is in agreement. Says Nas Reed, very similar style player in my opinion. Raven Ron liking the Pacers. Everybody on the Pacers, huh? Saturated says Pacers 0-5 last five versus the Wolves. UCapper says she doesn't think the drop off between Towns and Nas Reed is that big as people expect. Dante reminding us that the Pacers defense is bottom five last three. I have them as the 25th defensive rated team post All Star. Football coach agrees. Wolves plus money is the way to go. Don Kale says, look at the Pelican game. They're not good against good defenses. Talking about the Pacers. Talking about the Pacers there. They did, yeah, I hear what you're saying. RH reminding us too. Pacers are 12-5 in their last 17 games at home. That's also something we have to look at and think about. But I still like the Timberwolves here. UCapper says he doesn't agree with the move on the total. Thinks it should go over. Well, if I'm liking the Timberwolves, I'm banking a little bit more on defense. I feel like if it wasn't for that, uh, I don't know. I mean, it is hard to play under games with Pacers at home, but I'm gonna stay off the total. I've been having more success with sides, and if I don't feel extremely strong about a total, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Kyle says, "Damn it, I was leaning Pacers." Man, I just got to pass on this one. I think, yeah, I'm liking the Timberwolves. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking them enough to put them on my short list here. So Timberwolves plus 1.5 is the current number. I will mark them down right there. Um, Prop Beaver in the house. AJ says, "What's good is Prop Beaver. Edwards has a 40% usage rate without Karl Anthony Towns in 3 games, 27 and 29 field goal attempts." And that makes sense. Those are the numbers that I'm looking for. So if he's gonna be shooting it like that, he's got to be good for his point prop tonight. My boy Prop Beaver in the building, and make sure y'all check him out too. He does a lot of great work. He's on the show with Kyle as well, and he's on Twitter. So always putting his work out there on Twitter. Got to respect that. He says Anthony Edwards definitely going to have the usage tonight. So 8 points I'll put on my short list there. Let's keep looking down. A couple more comments before we get to the next game. Casey says Pacers, not for my money. I'm with you on that. With you on that 100%. Rich Homie says, I'm waiting on that Nas Reed points line. AJ says, I took his over at 29.5, already up to 31.5 on some books. Damn. It makes sense, though. It absolutely makes sense. 31.5. I mean, if he's having, what do we say there, like 29 attempts, I mean, he should be able to get 32 points. I still think it should be good. Kyle. All right. I think it's time to move over to the next game. That will be, what up, Nook? All right. That will be, next game is 551, 552. Heat and Mavs. Opened up Mavs -5, down 4.5. Total open 228.5. And it looks like 229. Injury report for Miami. I do see Tyler Hero and Kevin Love out. For the Mavericks, Luca is game time decision, but he's probable. And then Maxi Kleba, same deal. So for me here, it's very simple. And this could end up being, could end up being one of those public dogs. But I'm absolutely, my bad, getting my note sheet together over here. I'm absolutely not laying points for Dallas. That's just what it boils down to. This defense is absolutely atrocious. I keep saying it, and they're the worst defensive rated team post All Star. We took the Pacers last game versus them because they simply cannot be laying. So I'm on the Heat plus the 5 points. Heat have been playing well. They're number 11 defensive rated team post All Star. So we're getting the team playing a little bit better. Covered 9 of their last 12 games. They've been solid in this role, 13-7 as a road dog. I'm willing to put my money on them. They're fairly healthy. Heat +5 is what I took. +4.5, I still think is good. I'm willing to fade Dallas until they start to, put them back as the underdogs. Heat +5, +4.5 in my pocket. Let's see how you guys think about it. Let's see. Let me get back to JT says he's leaning Heat. Talk me off. I cannot. Saturated says this just in. Mavs don't play defense. KC, she's over there praying on the Mavs downfall. I think that's what that is. Dante says this looks like a layup. Is it too easy? Is that what he's saying? Fox likes the Heat. Kyle says, I'm on the Heat, but I got a bad feeling Dallas is about to finally show up. Are they going to play defense? If they're not playing defense, I think we got a chance to be in the game. But if it's the public dog, I don't love being on the side with the public dog, but it is what it is at this point. I'm willing to fade Dallas until they show me some consistency covering the point spread, playing some defense, or until they put them as an underdog. Dante likes the Heat +4.5. Boofer's going with the under. Saturated asking about a rare Heat team total overplay. I mean, I can't talk you off. Like I said, the absolute worst defense, 4 of the last 5 games have gone over. Heat, top 10 offensive rated team, post All Star. So that could be the way to play it here. I mean, if Dallas is going to win this game, it's not by getting stops, it's by outscoring the Heat. So I do think the Heat respond offensively. I can put that on my short list here too. Heat team total over. Best number you get is it's up from 111.5 to 112.5. I think Dallas has been giving that up like clockwork. I'm gonna go glance at Dallas just because I think this is a good call out here. Let's see. Dallas schedule. Okay, well, 137 to the Pacers, 120 to the Sixers, 138 to the Celtics, 125 to the Raptors, 121 to the Cavs, 133 to the Pacers again, and 113 to the Suns. So they've given up over 112.5 every single game post All Star, whether they've won the game or lost, and they only won 2 of those games. So I think that's a good call out. I think that's a good call out. I think I'm willing to put a little something on Heat team total over 112.5. Nice call there, saturated. Dot says Ski better be on the Heat side. Fade Mavs till Luka knows how to play defense and gives up the ball. I'm with you today for sure. S. Dot. Yes, sir. We liking it. Tasha thinks she's liking it that way as well. Nice work, Keith Green. Hit a 7-pick parlay yesterday. Love to hear that. Lit picks. He's been hot lately. He says, give me the Mavs -4.5 in a desperate spot at home. And he likes Kyrie over 25.5 points. Says that has hit 25, or it has hit 9 of the last 13 games. I don't like seeing lit picks on the other side. I definitely do not. UCapper says Heat and Mavs team total under are the only ways I can look here. Interesting that you like Mavs team total under. Brian says Heat are too public. That's what he's saying here. David likes the Heat though. LJ says Luka points has been paying bills. Yeah, he keeps having a lot of points, a lot of triple doubles, but just not translating to wins. So maybe if you like the Mavericks, just play on Luka. Could be the thing to do there. What's going on, Mickey? Here goes Otto. At some point, the Mavs have to start emphasizing defense. They got to realize their struggle start on D. Yeah. Do you want to bet on at some point, though? Or do you want to wait till you see them do it to put your money on it? I prefer to wait till I see them do it, or until they at least tell me that they're focusing on doing it. I need something like that to put my money on it. The pick says last 7 of 8 wins have been by double digits, and they haven't lost 4 in a row all year. Might have to, maybe Heat team total over could be a better play. But I have already played the Heat, and I probably will play the Heat team total as well. Keith Green, appreciate the dono. and he's just sharing the love since he hit his 7-pick parlay. Love to hear it, and appreciate the $5 dono there. Let's get a couple more comments before we move on over. Actually, I think it's time to move on over. Oh, wait. AJ says it's PJ Washington legacy night. Dallas this evening. We're starting that now. All right. Let's move on over to the next game. That is, I like this one too. 553, 554. Raptors and Suns opened up. Let me get back over here. I have it on team total now. My apologies. Well, the total, well, there it is. Opened up -10 for Phoenix. Hasn't moved. Total opened 231.5, and it's up as high. It's up to a 233 consensus, but some 233.5s out there. Injury report for the Suns: there will be no Booker, Okogie, Nasir Little, or Damian Lee. For the Raptors, Jakob Poeltl, Scotty Barnes, Bruce Brown, all out. Looks like Jalen McDaniels and Abaji are game time decision here. DJ too, game time decision. Um, when I see Kelly Olynyk starting at center, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be a whole lot of rim protection. I think it should be more shooting. And I see RJ Barrett at the power forward, man. I think it's going to be played with a lot of pace. Like everything I'm seeing from the lineup for the Raptors tell me they're going to be playing up tempo. When I look at, get my sheet with the numbers. When I look at their post All-Star numbers, they're playing at the second fastest pace in the league, and that makes sense to me. Their over is 29-1 on the road, and the Suns, they have gone under 8 in a row, but post All-Star they're playing at the ninth fastest pace. Raptors have been a bottom 10 defensive rated team post All-Star. Phoenix, they've been all right. They're number 12. What I just think about this game is Phoenix coming off of that overtime game with Denver and now facing a team that they know they're superior to. And I have a hard time seeing the Suns very interested in playing defense tonight. That's how I feel about it. I think the Suns know they can score on this team. The Suns know they can beat this team. I think they're very lackadaisical on the defensive end, and I think Toronto takes advantage. And because the game is played with pace, it's going to turn into a track meet, and this game gets up and over the total. The market has already pushed it up 2 points. I did bet it at 232.5. I think this is the correct side for this game. And I had some algebra, as we call it, over here on this game. Let me see if I can pull it back up here. Maybe I'll share with you guys some algebra. It's been a little bit since we put it up on the screen. But here we go. Yeah, I got it. So let's share a little bit here. Just because I'm in a good mood. So what this is saying is kind of what I was saying earlier in the breakdown. You're looking since 2008, so about 16 years. This trend, looking at a team off a single overtime win, and now they're a double-digit favorite. What I was just explaining there, the situation. You have 47 and 25 to the over, 65.3%. And that's just how I see this game, playing out. Don't think Phoenix is interested in playing defense versus Toronto. So over is my play in this one. Let's see how you guys like it. We will get back up here. Fox like Suns -10 and Bill over 20.5 points. Another one, get that parlay like the Suns. Says Bill gonna deal today. LJ going with Durant over 29.5 points. Toronto has nobody that can hold him. And then we look at somebody mentioned it in the chat last time. Kevin Durant PRA without Booker, right? Wasn't that the way to look? If it was around that 37.5, 38.5 number, I think he was averaging more like 44 without Booker. So whether it's his points or PRA, I could see Durant being the guy to play on once again. Let me see. Real DJ thinks it's too many points. Going with the Raptors +10 and thinks RJ shows up with 22 points or more. Saturated, not willing to trust the Suns here. I'm not mad at you. Corey says, don't overthink it. Says Suns gonna blow him out. Football coach wants all the points. Markel, I don't have a strong opinion on Nurkic. If I'm betting on anybody in this game, it is Kevin Durant. RH reminding us that the Raptors have covered one of their last 5 games. Phoenix hasn't been covering either, though. 2-5 ATS their last 7. And here goes your answer, Markel. He says under PRA. That's why we do it together, man. Oakley comes right in. Nurkic under 31.5 PRA. Says he's averaging 26.5 for the season and is 14 of 58, 24% against this line on the Suns, and is 3 for 12, 25% without Devin Booker. Likes Nurkic under 31.5. Nice work there, Oakley. I'll mark it down. Even if I don't play it, I like to follow it today. Nurkic under 31.5 PRA. Nice call out by Markel. Nice answer by Oakley. Then this is why I love the show, man. Absolutely why I love it. All of us versus the books. All right. And Oakley says, on top of the Raptors allowing the least points and the fourth least assists to centers last 30 days, while being bottom 10 versus shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, which means Nurkic will have the toughest matchup at all times on the court. He's done his homework. That's what he's letting us know. And he says that Katie was mine. So put some respect on Oakley's name is what he's saying. And nice work. Always love and respect when people are putting their work out there for everybody else. Because we don't have to do that. We definitely don't have to do that. Franklin says he likes the over. Prolific says quickly going to be the offense. James Carr says I was liking the over, now I'm in. Tariq disagrees. It's all right. And Andre likes the over. So we'll move right along. Some good stuff said about that game there. A lot of different ways we can play it. Next game up, probably the best game to watch tonight. Celtics versus Nuggets, 555, 556. This game opened up Celtics -1. We've seen a flip of favorites. They're now +1. Total opened 221.5, and it looks like 220.5. For the injury report, Jaylen Brown is game time decision. Maybe that's why we see the line the way it is. And Nuggets continue to be healthy. These teams did play before. Denver got the best of the Celtics. So both teams have been playing really, really good post All-Star. Both teams are off of a loss. The difference that I feel about these teams, best in the West, best in the East. Difference I feel about these teams is I just think that the Celtics have been playing better. I think the Celtics are better. I think the Celtics are the best team in the NBA right now. And because of that, because of them already losing to this team, because of how good they've been playing lately, and because of how they lost their last game, they were cruising, and clearly we're looking ahead to this Denver spot, and gave away that last game kind of deal. I think they're obviously going to be hungry and want this game, but I think this is one of those statement games for Boston for them to show like we're really the top dog in the NBA. Now the Nuggets, they're still going to want to show up and going to win too, but it's not a revenge game for them. They've already beaten this team, and it's not like the Nuggets have anything to prove. They've already won a championship. This Celtics team is still trying to get to win a championship. So I feel like this is a more important game for the Celtics. That's just how I feel. One of their, most important games left that they're going to have of the season is how I feel. So I like the Celtics here. We all know the Celtics first half on the road has been a moneymaker, but I like for them to win the entire game. So Celtics, however you want to take them, will be my recommendation here. Don't really want to get involved with the total. Let's see how you guys are viewing it. Let's see. JLK says if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Celtics first half. JT going with the trifecta. Says first half and full game. Fox likes the money line. JT likes the first half the most. He's letting us know. Saturated says, which of these two bums will collapse in the second half in this one? So it always happens for somebody lately, huh? JB Brown going with the Celtics +1. Luis looking at the under. I do think there'll be defense play tonight. I can agree with that. Mario says best bet. Looking at Celtics first half money line, get in and get out. David says Nuggets at home. Tatum not good in big games. That's my Duke boy, but damn, I don't know if I'll say go that far to say he's not good in big games. Kyle says, "Give me Denver." Why do you guys like Denver? I'm curious. I yeah, I'm curious. I know Jokic is a matchup problem, whatever, but curious why people like Denver. Let me know. Dante says since 2021 as a short home favorite, -3 or less, Nuggets are 0-8 straight up and against the spread. That's an interesting stat. This season, Boston 6-0 straight up in revenge spots. Two interesting stats there from Dante. RH letting us know that Porzingis has hit 21 plus points in 8 of his last 10 games, thinking he might be worth a look here. Good stuff there. Sean Evans likes Murray over his PRA. Football coach likes the over in this game. See you later, football coach. Appreciate you tapping in. Rico likes Celtics first half full game. Esta thinks the Celtics are who's the team that's going to crumble at the end. Mike R, appreciate you, says this is the most informative show on YouTube. I appreciate that. I do my best to, bring what I can to the table and let everybody, choose what they would like to choose. UCapper says Nuggets team total under, and also it's a lot of information in the chat. It's not just me at all. All of us. UCapper says Nuggets team total under. Here goes Kyle says, I like the matchup for Denver's defense. Pressure the perimeter, force them inside, take the 3-point shot away from Boston, and I'm not sure how elite that offense is anymore. I disagree with this. Pressure the perimeter, force them inside. The way I see this game going is Porzingis is doing what he does, staying out on the perimeter, taking Joker away from the paint. And I mean, I can see Tatum. I mean, whoever Michael Porter Jr. is guarding, that's who's getting 8 today. That's who they're going at every single time. You see Michael Porter Jr., barbecue chicken. That's what the Celtics are going to do. So I can see the Celtics having a lot of success with that. At the same time, I could see Drew Holiday having success guarding Murray. At the same time, Murray could have success against Drew Holiday. So I get it. But the main thing is they can attack Michael Porter Jr. Is how I see the Celtics having the most success and taking Jokic out the paint, whatever. The paint is open. So that's why I disagree about the force them inside. I think they'll go inside because they want to go inside. You don't got to force them inside. I do think, though, somebody else says here, Joker owns Zingis. I do think Joker can do whatever he wants in this game. So the interesting thing is, how are they going to defend him? Are they just going to let Joker get whatever he wants and take everybody else out the game? If they do that, I can see the Celtics winning this game. We'll see, though. We're not the coaches. We're not the players. We can all think and like what we want. It's all about what's going to happen out there when we're on the court when we're watching tonight. Let's see a couple more comments. Brian says Nuggets not losing 2 in a row at home. Andre says Celtics first quarter has been a moneymaker. Yeah, Celtics early has been very good. Superman Super says Joker points is what he likes. Brian says, I love Ski, but Kyle is hands down the best capper on YouTube. Nobody comes close to his production. Well, appreciate you giving me a compliment too. And Kyle is good at what he does. Couple more comments. Let's see. Get that parlay says, when's the last time Boston dropped 2 in a row? This is gonna be a good game. I might have to go out to the casino and enjoy this one too. I was there yesterday, but I only go if it's really good games. What up, Chris? Another great guy who does what I'm doing right now. Says, what up, Ski? Late, but best of luck tonight. Smash that like for Ski too. Appreciate you, Chris. Make sure y'all check him out. He does great work and he goes on a little bit closer to game time. So you got all the information ready for you. Make sure y'all check him out. All right, let's move on over. Well, UCapper gives a little bit more for us. Says Nuggets have stayed under their team total against the Celtics in 6 of the last 7 matchups, also in 15 of their last 20 games. Good stuff, UCapper. Next game up, 2 games left. We have 557, 558, Bulls and Warriors. Opened up Warriors -6.5. That is already at -8, pretty much across the board. Total open 223, and that is not moving much. It's at 223.5. Injury report, nobody on there for the Bulls. I'm sorry, nobody on there for the Warriors. For the Bulls, Terry is out, and looks like Torrey Craig is game time decision. So both teams are on a back to back here. Warriors did have a nice bounce back after that embarrassing game they had against the Celtics, but this point spread range makes me a little bit nervous. I don't love, laying this many points with Golden State at the house. They're 12-3 against the spread the last 15, but they haven't always been, laying 8 points. They're 9-4 on a second of back to back, but same could be said for that. They've definitely been the better defense, top 5 defense and rebounding team post All Star. But can the offense be consistent enough? And when I think about it, I really did like what I saw last night. Getting back to playing that Warriors basketball, moving the ball, sharing the ball, and they look damn good. So I'll go back to this. How I think about the Warriors is majority of times, or not majority of times, but a lot of times I've seen them get an early lead and kind of squander it away towards the end of the games. So since I'm liking the Golden State side, I'll lean towards Golden State first half and get in and get out kind of situation. Haven't put my money on it, but if I was playing, that's that's probably where I'd put my money. Let's take a look at the chat. Let's take a look at the chat. Zay likes the over. David Martin says Warriors on fire. Give me Golden State. JT says line should be -4, but not betting. Yeah, that it does feel like -8 is a little bit rich. Like I don't know that I could bet a -8. I can't bet a -8. Kyle says no idea what to do in this game. I honestly am considering laying the 8 with the Warriors. As crazy as that is, like I love the way they're playing. I really do. I love what I saw yesterday. I did. Nate says J Money and Ski My Guys. Appreciate you, Nate. Um, let me see. Try to get through some of these comments. Franklin says Chicago radio is praying players are out for Golden State, so they're not very confident. Yes, show with Wham Bam, Dutch, and Babano will be on later today at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be on with my guys. Chris says Bulls second and back to back and third and four. Only 2 teams have traveled from Utah unrested 2-0 to the under, coming off the altitude game. Appreciate you sharing that. So I don't know that I'll get there with this game. On back to back too, I like to think that the young guy, maybe young guys, but I like to think Kaminga kind of shoulders the majority of the load. So maybe Kaminga props could be worth a look here. Real DJ like Draymond over his PRA though. Let's see. Miss Casey says Curd tries to buy guy minutes to end games. In and Out Burger is a good idea. Yeah, she doesn't trust him for the full game because she's just playing with the lineup. She's saying Steph played 31 minutes yesterday. Nobody else sniffed 30. Draymond bounce back game. She's saying. Do you like the -8 though? Do you trust the -8? That's what we're asking here, Casey. That's the big question. LJ says going back to Steph over threes, 5.5. Say Bulls allowed the most threes to the guard position. Tyreek is liking the Bulls +8, but waiting on the injury report. UCapper sharing that historically it's been profitable to back the home favorite when both teams are on a second of a back to back. Going back to 2019, 82 and 56 ATS, nearly 60% cover rate. How many of them are like close to this double digit range is what I would like be thinking about. That's what I would need to know there, UCapper. And Casey says she does like a double digit win. So I'll think about it a little bit longer. Some people feel stronger than I do. I am leaning towards the Warriors, though. Last game on the slate, NBA, we are going to look at 559, 560, San Antonio, Sacramento Kings. Opened up Kings minus 8.5. They're 11-point favorites. Total open 237.5 and is down to 235.5. Wembenyama is out and Sasha Vesenkov is out for the Kings. Um, this one is tough for me, but I'll tell you this: I'm not laying with the Kings. I don't care. I don't care who's available for the Spurs. I'm not laying 11 points with the Kings. I don't care who they're playing, really, either. I do not view the Kings as a team to win by that big of a margin. Post All Star, the fourth worst defensive rated team on a back to back right now. 3-6 ATS on a back to back so far this season, by the way. I just don't trust them. I can't trust you to get stopped consistently, how can I trust you to win by big margins? Just not happening. I do get that a lot of San Antonio's success has been Wemby, but they've been playing the better defense lately. Again, a lot of that's probably been Wemby, but I'm not laying Sacramento. It's that simple. So because of that, I lean towards Spurs. Let's see what you guys are looking at for this last game here. Dante says, dirty dog. Kings don't need to be laying 11. I'm in agreement. Raul likes Fox over 27.5, but Lit Picks thinks there's a little bit of aggression. He likes the under. JT says, yeah, 11 points is insane. If Wemby was in, I'd bet Spurs plus 8 in a heartbeat. I think I would too. I absolutely would. UCapper says Spurs team total over in my pocket. Maybe just betting against Sacramento's defense is the way to go here. That's an interesting play there. Kyle says Kings coming off a road upset win. Now back at home laying a big number against a bad team. We know what the move is here, guys. Louis says dirty, dirty, dirty Spurs. You know what time it is, Ski. Saturated says taking Spurs without Wemby is a little scary, though. I agree with that. LJ likes Sabonis to have a triple double here. RH reminding us that the Kings are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games at home. Yeah, only way to look here for me is the Spurs. Only way. So that is the end of the NBA slate here today. I'm not really going to talk much about college. I will have my guy 5-star come talk some college with me tomorrow. Just to maybe go through some games tomorrow and talk about some things that might be on the weekend. And we'll talk NBA like always. So on that note, we will move on over to the best bet segment. And for the people who have been here, you know what's up already. People who are new, you'll see everybody dropping their best bet in the chat, but there are 3 rules. Put best bet next to it, put the number or line that you're getting for your best bet, and no more than 2 best bets, please. Those are the 3 rules. And we'll come back and talk about, who had the winners tomorrow. So while you guys are dropping your best bets in the chat, let me just glance and see what I would like to share for my best bet for the show. Make sure I can give you guys a line that I have taken myself. So bear with me for 1 second while or actually drop you guys' best bets while I do this. Let me just clarify something. Let me just make sure something here. All right. It's tough because I can only give you the same line that I took on one of my plays, but it's not my best bet today. So it's all right. We'll work it out. Let's take a look at some of you guys' best bets real quick before I get over to mine. JB Brown says Celtics +1, going for 4 in a row today. Hopefully you catch that because I'm on that myself. JT's chopping it in half. He's getting in and out with the Celtics first half. Lit Picks likes Kyrie over 25.5 points and Jamal Murray over 21.5 points. Tim H going with the Heat +5. Bobby Frazier likes the Celtics Nuggets game under and also taking Pepperdine minus 9.5. Siete Catorce, I believe, is going for four in a row as well. He likes Indiana minus the 1.5. RH says best bet is Luca over 3.5 threes at plus money on DraftKings. Oakley, he gave that nice breakdown for Nurkic under 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And shocker, S. Warrior likes the Heat money line. And then he says Caleb over 9.5 points. No need to play around. So a lot of nice work there in the chat. For you guys watching it on the replay, you can see the chat or see the live chat. All you have to do is go to where it says comments. You scroll over, it'll say live chat replay. You click it, and it should populate like you're watching the live show. And if you're on your computer, it should be in the top right hand corner. So with that said, before I drop my best bet, I'll give you guys a reminder. Um, all of my work can be found at wagertalk.com. If you like everything that I play, like when I actually bet it, that is the place to find it. And if you'd like to become a member for this channel, that's in the link to the description. And we do talk these games out, or a lot of people talk the games out in the Discord every single day. And it's a lot of good work being done, just like in the chat right now. So on that note, my best bet for the show, I'm going to go with, and I can't give you the same number, like I said, but it's close enough. I'm going with Heat plus 5 is what I took. Currently, plus 4.5 is best available, but it just boils down to Dallas cannot be lame. Until they show us that they're going to play defense, we cannot expect them to win by any kind of a margin. Heat have been playing too good to be giving up points to teams who are not playing defense. So my best bet for the show, Heat plus, for the show, plus 4.5, but I'm just being transparent. Plus 5 has been in my pocket already. Appreciate you guys. Like I always say, JB Brown reminding everybody to smash the like button. But I always say this show is absolutely nothing without the chat. Best chat in the game, in my opinion. And I just want to always let you guys know I appreciate you. A lot of great cappers in this chat, a lot of great information being shared, and we always have a great time doing it. So appreciate you guys. I will be on again at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with my guys Wham Bam, Dutch, and Babano. So until then, best of luck if you tell. Good luck, everybody, on all of your action, and I'll catch you then.